Hello! So it is Bad Movie Month, day 26. This film was requested by Emma
McCluskey. Yeah.
McCluskey. Probably pronounced that wrong, but I hope I haven't. And today we are talking about Stay Alive. You die in the game, you die for real. We have made a list of things today. We'll just go through them quickly. If you want to say anything at the points.
Should we just say all the things first,
We'll
so
say the
people
things-
know what's coming at them, and then
Right, lighter, guy making weird noises, funeral photographer, noise, kiss, weird lighting, not sad sister, jump scares, Alienware, washing red cups, Frankie Muniz survives, clever.
survives fire and
Fire.
fire something else.
Yeah, fire something. Great game graphics, roses, Gorog, computer game references, reflection, video game sales guy, tries to be funny, noob, snoring noises, detective, terrible, don't have time, sad story, fake blood, dog pile, only wears vests, crime website, Nez, October, bad effects, spirit, and people can't make up their minds. So, should we go through the list quickly?
Yeah, like basically all of it.
Right.
Oh.
Lighter is because at the beginning, there's this guy, he's just played the computer game. Well, okay, maybe we should say the storyline. The story of Stay Alive is of the computer game Stay Alive, and Stay Alive is of this story of this woman, I forgot the woman's name.
Some noble
Some
baroness.
Some myth, some spirit myth that happens, and that's all the story of that. And she is inside this computer game, and if people die in the computer game, then yes, the same thing happens to them in real life. They get killed in real life. So this guy, he's played the computer game. He's just seen his character get killed in the computer game. He's seen two of his friends in the computer game, and he's walking around the house with the lights go out in his house. And he wakes up, tries to switch on his light, but then he gets the lighter. But if you look properly in the thing, the whole house is lit, like really well. There's street lights coming in, and you would be able to see walking around. He's got this lighter, and it's doing shit all. It's doing nothing. So that point is just stupid. Guy making weird noises is him as well. He makes his weird noises. Go on, Steve.
When he's dying, normally you would go like, whatever, and he's just, and then he dies.
That's the exact noises before he gets hung. There will be spoilers here. Yes, we're just gonna spoil it because this film you don't need to see it. This film is terrible. It's from the same director as The Devil Inside, another horrible, terrible film that was in my worst films of 2012. I think it was number one, actually. It's done by William Brent Bell. I know this film actually made a load of money as well, so that's why he got to make The Devil Inside. Okay, the next thing is funeral photographer. There's this girl that goes to the funeral. She's a main character in the film in later on points. But she's taking photos at the funeral. Who does that? Have you been to a funeral and never seen anyone taking pictures?
Yeah, of course. It's a big tradition in my country.
In Germany.
It's absolutely...
Hey, everybody, you're crying. Come on, everybody.
Yeah, just saying earlier, I have to put that on Facebook. Imagine just taking like the corpse hands, like.
There is pictures of that online. There's people with their iPhones like taking pictures of
it's
funerals.
like, me and my grandma, she just died. Like, what?
Weird lighting. The lighting does not know what it wants to do in this film. People's faces are orange
it's not
and yellow.
It's not like a tense scene or something. In some films, some bad horror films, you see it like suddenly everything's red. But no, it's just he's talking to his friend and suddenly his face is totally red. And the scene afterwards, it's all totally green.
Yeah. Not sad sister. That probably isn't written in even proper English there, but I mean, this sister's at the funeral. Her brother's just died. She comes over to the best friend and is like, "Here's my brother's bag. He would," and he's like, "Do you not want it?" And he's like, "No, you."
He said you should have it. Yeah.
And it's just like she's
thank you.
She's like crying. Yeah, he says, "Come here," and gives her another hug, and there's just nothing, no sadness, no nothing there, and her brother's just died. Jump scares. Wow.
Absolutely unnecessary ones as well.
What do you mean? Where just someone hey, it's just a normal scene. Oh, here's a lighter. Ah!
Mm-hmm.
The fire. Right, I'll quickly say the fire thing there. The fire thing with the jump scares is the guy. His father burnt down their house when he was young, and that's the fire thing because he's scared of fire.
No, he hates fire.
Oh, yeah, he said he hates fire. Washing red cups. You see in American films where they play beer pong or whatever, and they have the red cups. This guy You know, you would throw those away, but this guy's washing them up, just like glasses. It's just like, what are you?
Yeah, like those
What are
really
you doing?
cheap plastic cups.
Alienware. That's just written there because Alienware they
Product placement.
Product placement. Hey, look at our controllers for our PCs and laptops and stuff. And hey, the woman gets killed with one of our laptops because we got a reflective back on the one. The noise as well was like a really annoying vibrating noise that keeps happening throughout.
Kiss. We thought it was a snoring. First.
We thought it was snoring or a bumblebee stuck in something. Kiss is.
The girl just nearly gets killed by the spirits or whatever.
And
then the guy just comes in, saves her. First they hug, and then they look at each other, like their faces are like this. And I just said to Luke, haha, bet they're going to kiss now or something, and they kiss. She just almost got killed. She's like, oh, I've got nothing better to do than just kiss this guy in the mouth. I'm like, why? You barely know him.
Frankie, they met at the funeral. Great meeting place, funerals.
Yeah. Why are you taking photographs of me? Oh, everyone here looks so sad. Everyone's crying. But you're the one who looks the most sad, but you're not crying.
Frankie Muniz in this film, and I didn't know he was in this. Like, he appeared, and I was like, what's going on? He wears a weird green hat.
He was actually introduced with a bad jump scare.
Yeah, he was introduced with someone looks through the spy hole, and then he goes, ah! And jumps up, and they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't. And he's in it. With the survives thing, you think he's dead at one point, but because of the whole computer game roses thing, the spirits can get scared away with roses, which is just ridiculous. And he tries to be he's meant to be this really clever guy as well.
He's always talking about weird statistics
about people seeing things and all those type of
things.
It
seems very unlikely that there would be a ghost here. It's like, just say you don't think there's a ghost there.
Great game graphics. Oh.
Yeah, the graphics of the game. They reminded me of the music video of Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you've seen it. I think it was Californication, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I think it was. But I know there is one. I know what you mean, yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go on YouTube, check Red Hot Chili Peppers, watch all the music videos. There's one where they're like in this video game kind of thing. That's how the game graphics look.
Gorog is...
Gorog,
or whatever the monster thing in it is like...
It's...
the grandma says, or if you don't get home on time, Gorog will come and get you.
I think that's supposed to be like the real name of the Blood Baroness or something.
Computer game references. This film was like, hey guys, we're making a film that's like people in a computer game, but so people think we know computer games, let's keep throwing in all these shit references. And the guy, he's just played Stay Alive, and his friend phones him up and he's like, oh, what's the game like? And he's like, oh, it's a bit like, it's almost as scary as Fatal Frame. Hey, look, guys, we know another scary horror survival game. But Stay Alive is nowhere near there. Nowhere, and then they show NES controllers in the fire.
Then there's the mushroom on the guy's jacket.
Yeah, mushroom on and the guy says, oh, I was in the Qubit or whatever game championship, and there's that shit. And reflection thing is the woman doesn't like to see her reflection. Tries to be funny. Yeah, did I say it was Timur Simpson or something? There's a guy in this, I think that's his name, who's been in so many other things. I'm seeing if he's on the back, but no, there's no name here to say if he's on the back. Jimmy Simpson. Jimmy Simpson is his name. He's in a lot of other things, in a lot of other bad films as well. But yeah, he is in this, and he's pretty bad in it, and only wears vests.
Yeah.
Only wears vests.
Yeah, the film tries to be funny by putting in really, really stupid jokes.
Really bad jokes.
Like, where the guy, exactly that guy, he's like, oh, this game's probably going to be really boring. And
this guy's like, he says, like, this game plays at snail trail.
Yeah.
Like, pace, and in the next minute, it's got really fast, and he's shooting people, and then all of a sudden he's like, no.
He's like basically stripped down to his vest.
Yeah, his vest that he always wears.
Totally sweaty and everything because they're playing a video game.
Video game sales guy. Detective goes into a place, and just talks to the video game sales guy, and the sales guy's like, you wanna, let me search up the game. Maybe it's an underground game. He's just really creepy and weird.
Because everyone who sells video games is really creepy and really weird.
Detective Terrible, the detective, I don't even know what his name, he said his name at one point, he's like, I'm Detective Terrible, blah, blah, blah.
But it sounded like Detective Terrible, yeah.
But he was just really bad.
And he was a terrible detective as well.
Don't have time. Writing don't have time is because at one point they're like, hey, we don't have time for this, but earlier on we had time to kiss. But apparently they don't have time to wait there while this door is slammed behind and stuff.
To try to open up the door or something.
Yeah. Fake blood, just doesn't look like a fake bug. It's just like someone splashed paint at them.
But it wasn't even like red. It was almost pink.
Yeah, it's Dogpile. Yeah, Dogpile puts its advertisement in there as well. The Dogpile is a search site, and it's in here, not Google or Yahoo, whatever. They put Dogpile search in here. There's a weird crime website where the guy can find out how his friends got killed and find pictures of his friends that got killed.
And all the other information.
Yeah.
How, like,
And what
their
happened.
names, how big they were, where they lived, and everything.
It just doesn't make sense. I've already said the Nez thing. Sad story. They tried adding the whole sad story about the mother dying, being asleep in bed, and it just, you don't feel any emotion for that. October. There's a character called October, and don't know why she was called that.
Well, it was really funny when she split from the group, and they were like, October, October, October.
Bad effects. It was just computer game like stuff that just thrown in here. It's like when the things come into the real world, it's just computer game things, and they just multiply it, and it just looks terrible. And there's a kid that's climbing up a wall at one point. The spirit thing, already said that. And the final thing, people can't make up their minds. Now with this, I mean, there's this whole thing where this guy is like, hey, I think these killings are connected to the computer game. This girl then is like, I believe you. I think it's true. She then tells a whole story about the whole Grandma Grog thing and all that.
Yeah, because the game they're playing is based on a horror story.
On that horror story, on that myth and everything. And then she tells this whole story, and the guy that just said, I think these are connected to the computer game, he's like, you're talking crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, you were the one that just said that. You were the one that said that's what it's doing. There's another scene as well where the girl's like, I wish you had never brought this into our life. My brother would still be alive if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, your brother was.
Here's the thing right here. The guy bought the bag, the best friend's bag there in the cafe, and the brother of the sister pulls out the game and he's like, and the guy's like, no, I don't want anyone to play this because that's the last thing he was playing before he died. But he's like, oh, if he was playing this on beta, I think this game's barely legal. And it's like, no, he didn't bring the game to life. Your brother is the reason that this has started. So people can't make up their minds. And the twist, the bloody twist, is the creepy computer game guy gets hold of the computer game and is in the shop.
Well, it's not exactly that, such a twist.
It's not such a twist.
You know that, well, in the end, the game actually gets sold.
Yeah, it's just the game gets sold. It's on shelves and everything because they think they've killed the spirit at the end. But this game gets sent to this shop. It's on PlayStation 2 in the case that the guy gets. Puts it in a PlayStation 2. And then the camera moves up and you see all these other computer games. And you can tell how old this... I think this is 2006, this film is.
Yeah.
And you see Area 51, which is a game I played on PS2, which I absolutely did love when it was about. You see that and you see all these other... It felt like a lot of advertisement was in here for other games because people would see the stuff and be like, oh, I want to play that. So, Stay Alive
I thought there was one more thing I wanted to say.
One more thing.
I'm not sure if it was on the list. Can't remember.
Can't remember a nice one, Steve. Oh, very good. So, Stay Alive, from me, gets a 2 out of 10. And that director should just give up because this was bad. The Devil Inside was bad. I know his new film comes out later this year, but I don't even know if that's going to be good. But it's a horror, again, about murders and stuff. So he just gives these bullshit endings. Because this had a bullshit ending. The Devil Inside has one of the biggest bullshit endings of a film ever, and that's why I hate that.
Just remember what my problem was.
What was your problem?
They actually, I mean, as we've got spoilers in here anyway,
yeah.
They actually burnt down the tower, but she's still alive.
Still alive in the tower when the game appears at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which doesn't make sense.
That's it. They actually destroyed the tower by burning it down.
So many plot holes in here. But I was going to say something as well, and now I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Well done.
What's your rating on it, Steve? There's not a fun factor rating this time because this film is not fun. Oh, yeah, I was going to say the acting is terrible as well. The acting, the reactions, and everything that everyone has is just terrible. What's your rating on it? I gave it 2 out of 10.
I think 2 out of 10 is a good, fitting rating.
So here's my bad joke right now. Stay away from Stay Alive.
Mm-hmm.
Released by Universal. So, that's the end of Bad Movie Month, day 26. I shall see you all for day 27, but I'm going to be in Glasgow for it, because I'm going to Glasgow Fright Fest. This year, I will actually film stuff at Glasgow Fright Fest, because last year I didn't, because I'm that good. I just was too embarrassed to film stuff, but I'm more confident this time, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to film there, I'm going to talk about the movies and stuff, so keep a lookout for that, but I will still be doing my Bad Movie Month videos, but they'll be in the hotel room. So yeah, that's the Thursday, 27th and 28th, and then we are done with Bad Movie Month. So just keep leaving requests. We can leave requests for what you want to see in the last 2 days.
I think you can actually start thinking of maybe asking people if there's anything else you should do next or something.
Yeah, what would you like me to do next after Bad Movie Month? Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all again soon. Steve and I will probably have a video on Sunday as well. We're going to be playing the Lego Movie video game. But yeah, I bought that, so we're going to be playing that. And this video has gone on for incredibly long, but just wanted to make a just talk about this terrible film and have a discussion about it and how bad it is. So leave your comments on what you think about Stay Alive or whatever if you've seen it. And I'm babbling on right now, so we'll see you all again very, very soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Goodbye.